This is how I play the game! Oh my god! What the fuck?
Holy shit! That is an epic fucking intro, dude. I have to warn everyone. Warning. What you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting. Sound good?
Holy Milk Tank, I am not going to be talking about dramatic garbage here on the stream tonight at all. So if you really want to answer to that question, you're not going to get one. But I will say this. I'll say one thing about it ever, and this will be the only time I'll ever address it. Patron Q&A videos, if you pledge the highest level to my Patreon, and you want me to make a Q&A video, all right? You're going to get a very honest answer to whatever question is asked of me.
It's 2008. When I started on YouTube, that's who I've been, the honest guy.
And of course, it's a pertinent answer to the time the video was made. Okay, fair enough. And you have the right to do whatever you want with that video. You can keep it for yourself, you can show it with your friends, you could share it with the world, it's up to you. Therefore, anything that I say in a Patreon Q&A video is public knowledge. I've never really actually said anything in a Patreon Q&A video that I hadn't really said publicly before. In fact, a lot of the times what it is just me being more specific or going into further detail about subjects I already talked about. So if you hear the hot new thing today is that there was a leaked video on the internet, there was no leaked video. Patreon Q&A videos are always allowed to be public no matter what, and the things that I say of them are pertinent to the time when I make them. So if you're looking at a year to 2 year old Patreon Q&A video, and there's things that I say in that video that maybe aren't exactly representative of what's the present day, you're going to have some discrepancy. The problem is right now apparently there was some video that some Patreon Q&A video, I don't even know which one because it's been years that I've been doing these, since 2005. Apparently one of them went live and there's information I talked about how much I owed on my condo in Connecticut, which is public knowledge. I've talked about that till I was blue in the face. I basically said I really don't like a certain type of YouTube vlogger, which by the way, I said previously publicly many times. But as usual, the usual nudniks, spinning things to be negative. It's stupid. It's a waste of time. There's no new information. It's just more, oh, there's nothing negative going on with Phil today. Let's just fucking find something stupid to make up. I don't care. I really don't give a fuck. Alright, I don't give a fuck. Did I say 2005? I meant to say 2015. I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna address it because there's nothing to address. Anything I say in those videos is public knowledge anyway. Things I've said in other stuff anyway. So, there you go.
Rich is a whore. I'm sorry. Rich is a whore. That's how he is too. He's a little bitch. He gets like so angry about little things. He can say whatever he wants about you, but God forbid you say something about him. Now that's it. That guy is such a two-faced fat piece of shit. He pisses me off. Like, I seriously hate people like that are so fucking dishonest and two-faced and will do anything to make a fucking nickel. He's disgusting. He's the high school jock who never grew up, right? He's the guy who just doesn't get reality. Like, to him, he thinks that it's totally cool to do all that stupid kiddie shit and to make money, because he makes money off of it, so why would he care, right? No matter who it hurts, no matter what happens with what he does, as long as he benefits from it, he doesn't give a fuck. And he's also one of those fair weather people where at some points he'll stick up for you, and then all of a sudden he'll stab you in the back. That's like me, right? That's like me. I may be living month to month, paycheck to paycheck, begging for fucking tips and shit on stream for the rest of my life. I buy a lotto ticket every week.
The good news is we're already at 438 subs. Last night we were actually at 439, but one fell out. For some reason, the sub count command is not working. Okay, I don't know why. It seems to not be working. I've been checking and checking, and the sub count, I'm using it right now. It claims only 420 subs, but my actual Twitch channel page says 438. So I don't think it's correct. I think that the sub count has broken somehow. You know, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it. It seems to be messed up. So right now I can tell you, at least when I started the stream, alright, we were at 438. And we didn't drop 18 in like a minute. So I don't know what's going on. What I'll do is at the end of this stream, I will let you guys know. I'll check on my Twitch dashboard again. I'll refresh it. And I'll see what's going on with the subs, because ultimately it's the Twitch dashboard that determines the amount of subs. That sub count command is just based off of certain criteria, like certain public-facing information and criteria, and it may not be working properly, alright? So, FYI, we're very close to the 450 already.
Inside of people, there is this desire to just control her take. You know what I mean? Just do what gives you pleasure and fuck everyone else.
All right, and that being said, the good news is it looks like more than likely by the end of this month, we're definitely hitting the tier 1 sub goal. Now, I am doing a tier 2 sub goal of 475 subs. If we do that, I'll do some kind of a fun celebratory event. It may be like a DSP Tries It episode with a product. I'm not sure what it's going to be. I haven't decided yet, quite frankly.
I got an anonymous dollar tip. It says, Phil, what's so special about Extinction? You said you would never accept a free copy of the game because it's bad for the industry. Listen, I know that that's a little bit hypocritical. Very, very, very hypocritical. I myself would be an insane hypocrite to tell you, wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. You're wrong.
That's not what I said. At all. But people, what they like to do is take things that I said and misconstrue them and twist them into their own thing to make, oh, Phil's a hypocrite. He said he would never accept a copy of a game. That's ridiculous. I never said that, alright? Here's the deal. Here's what I actually said. I said, I disagree with this practice where game developers, game publishers, and marketing companies give out advanced copies of video games, big AAA releases that people are, waiting for, hyping, weeks and weeks and weeks in advance. We're talking 2-3 weeks in advance. You've got people who are given exclusivity, all right, to stream on Twitch, to play on YouTube these games. And so you get game playthroughs that are out weeks ahead of time. Weeks, all right? The whole game is spoiled already before the game's even released, all right? Now these people make huge bank, humongous bank on doing this.
I mean, I'll be honest, just like any other normal human, yes, am I jealous of certain people and of people who are successful and whatever? Of course I am. Of course I'm going to have jealousy. That's a natural human emotion for those who have more than you. You're always going to have that natural kind of jealousy of those who maybe have, been more successful or things like that.
Because they're the only people allowed to do it. Sometimes it's like 10 people who are, the big streamer and the big YouTuber gets the game right away and they get to do pre-release videos of the game. It's nonsense, all right? In my opinion, it's ridiculous. As I've told you guys many times, I don't view myself as better than any of you guys. I don't.
This is the United States of Phil. I am the supreme being. I make the rules and what I say goes. This is not a place for you to stand on your soapbox and complain about censorship and freedom of speech, because the bottom line is you don't have freedom of speech. This is my land. Very, very, very hypocritical.
I have always, since day one, since the first day I put my camera up in front of my television and recorded my own gameplay, I see myself the same as you, the Joe Average Gamer, who goes and, just like you, gets games on release day, plays them on release day, we all experience these games together, and then we formulate an honest opinion based on what's available upon the game's official release. We're not going to play games 3 weeks ahead of their release, before they have their final patches, before the online capabilities are even enabled properly, and try to formulate an opinion. We're not going to all try to collectively beat each other to the punch to play the game so we can get videos on the internet to make money. It's ridiculous, and quite frankly, just the culture of gaming has changed so much. Back in the day when I started on YouTube, the reason, alright, that I was popular was because I was a guy who, on release day, lined up like you guys, bought the game as soon as I could, came home and played it, and uploaded the videos. So I had gameplay videos of games on release day right away. I was one of the few people who did that. A lot of people would play games casually or whatever. They wouldn't have a full playthrough up of a hot new release within a week. Instead, it would take them, a month or more because they only put out one video a day. I was very different from what the common YouTuber was doing. But then, all of a sudden, over the years, it became about the big popular YouTubers who didn't even make gameplay videos. All of a sudden now are getting advanced game copies and playing games online early. It's a ridiculous practice.
So that's what it is. It's an element of jealousy. The money is mine, and I want the money. At this point, the whole games industry has become so much about money.
And all these YouTubers who get these advanced copies and all these streamers who get super early copies and they're playing the games early. I just saw a tweet by Jeff Knightley. Alright? On Twitter. Oh, I can confirm that I have just completed my first playthrough of God of War and I will tell you guys all about it soon. What? Why did Jeff Knightley get a fucking copy of God of War 3 weeks early? And he's done with the game already? What?
The salty tears. All I can taste is the saltiness.
Not Knightley, Keeley, excuse me, I'm saying his name wrong. Jeff Keeley. Boy, I blew that. Not Knightley. I don't know why I was saying that. For some reason, I've always had this thing in my head that his name's Knightley. It's Keeley, right? Jeff Keeley? Yeah, so anyway, Jeff Keeley, posting up that he's already played the entire game and everything. It's like, what? Why? You know? Okay, he's a games journalist. Cool. Why does he get the game 3 weeks early? It doesn't make any sense. It's like this little, are you one of the guys in the industry who gets all the games early and makes big bang? Because let's face it, anyone right now who got a copy of God of War and is able to stream it exclusively early or play the game early is going to put out videos and make ridiculous amounts of money, thousands of dollars.
I may be living month to month, paycheck to paycheck, begging for fucking tips and shit on stream for the rest of my life.
Alright, based off of having the game early. I 100% disagree with this practice. I think it's harmful to the industry. It's harmful for gamers. It creates this elitist group of people who formulate opinions early about games before they're out and before the common person can actually get their hands on them and legitimately formulate their own opinion. I hate this practice. I've always hated it and I always will. I'm of the impression no one should get an early release copy of a game at all. Everyone should you have to go out and get the games on release. Now, if you get a review copy, okay, you get it on release day like everybody else. And we all play the game together collectively, and we all figure out for ourselves what the game is. The days of media outlets needing to get copies a month early because they need to write up a print story for their print magazine are 20 years outdated. We have the internet now. We don't need this anymore, okay? There's absolutely no excuse besides, let's just give our game early to a few YouTubers and streamers so they'll get hype views.
Day one views, day one inflated views, make the money.
And then more people will buy the games. It's an underhanded practice. It creates artificial hype because you know the people who play those games kiss the game's butt because they're getting paid to do it. They're making tons of bank to play those games early. All right? It's ridiculous. That is what I disagree with. All right? That is what I disagree with. I don't disagree with people getting review copies altogether. That's ridiculous. You know? Especially someone like me. You think about how many games I buy in a year, right? To get a release or review copy is a nice thing. It's, okay, a little bit of money I don't have to spend.
King of hypocrisy. Very, very, very hypocritical.
And let's face it, Extinction, I don't know much about the game. I've seen a trailer for it and it looked interesting, but it might have been a game that was off my radar that I might not have checked out. Now, because I've received a review copy of it, we're going to check it out next week firsthand. Together, we're going to judge if the game's any good, and we're going to be honest about it, right? And by the way, even though I am getting a review copy a day early, that's right, I'm going to be able to play it on Monday. I'm not. I'm purposely waiting until Tuesday.
Wow.
To play this game on release day, the day when it's supposed to be released, because that's what I believe in. Not being some elitist guy who thinks he's better than you and should be playing the game early to get cheap views and extra money. It's ridiculous. I hate the practice completely. I'm purposely waiting to be just like you guys because that's what I believe in. So there you go. There's your honest answer. Thank you for the $1 tip. And please don't misconstrue my words into something that I've never said, because I never said the thing that you said in your message. Okay.
Shout outs! Babyman Gaming did another cheer, said variety streamer. Then he did another cheer. He says, I was watching videos of you on YouTube and someone talked about someone named Tyrone. As far as I know, Tyrone wasn't part of your inner circle back in CT. Who is he? I don't know. I know you're lying. It's probably a joke. It's probably one of these stupid memes. Quite frankly, it's probably one of these really stupid memes that people who don't like me just made up. Alright? I don't know what it is. I have no idea. Alright? It's probably, like I said, it's a detractor meme, and they all think it's funny amongst themselves. It's an inside joke that normal humans who don't care about their real kiddie schoolyard nonsense wouldn't have no idea what it means. But for them, it's the most hilarious thing ever. It's just like all the other ones. I prefer a penne. Oh! Easy to eat. Oh! What the hell does that mean? I'm good at lying. I'm sure maybe there was a question someday and I said that maybe as an answer. I don't know. It becomes a meme with them. And to them, to reiterate this brainless meme is the most funny thing you could possibly do. And it immediately makes you cool if you use this meme. For us normal people, we look at it like, what the hell does that? I prefer a penne. Oh! Easy to eat. no! Unbelievable. How is this funny? How does this make any sense? You just stand there scratching your head like, what is this? Right? Like, what are you talking about? But again, when you just have this the mindset of I don't even know how to. It's like kind of like a crowd mindset. No, not hive mind, but a collective mindset, right? A group of people who they have this feeling over the internet that they get it and they're part of a community because they have these common memes that they use. They don't even make sense. What? Basically, here's a whiny baby. That's what they are. So I think Tyrone, the penne one, there's like 20 of these, all right? And they always bring them up. So it's really stupid. It's why you never hear me talking about that nonsense. Because I don't know what it is, right? My mouth is full of salt. Oh, you're getting salt. It's even now, again, my mouth overpowered with salt flavor.
You know, it's funny because some of them make sense. The camera was on the whole time. Okay, that's a meme that makes sense. That 100% relates to an embarrassing moment that had to happen to me on stream that I'll never live down. You know, forever, people will always be bringing that up. It's almost a 2-year anniversary. I'll still be hearing it till I'm, dead. I'll still hear references to what happened. That one I'll concede makes sense. But some of the stuff these guys make up is just so just wild and just nonsensical, right? I just don't get it. Rave Comic Charity says, I don't even understand the thing about penne, but it's becoming funny for non-detractors because it's so ridiculous. It's funny to say at this point. I agree. I have no idea what it means. All the guy says I should embrace the memes as long as they aren't mean-spirited. Penne is kind of funny. Well, here's the thing. I do. Like, for example, people have asked me about the penne thing, and I will joke about it. You know, I've made spin-off. I've posted on Instagram silly things, or responded to people with silly messages. Even on Twitter, I've done it, But sometimes I just like, what does it mean? I would love to know if there's any kind of actual, like, intelligent human thought associated with it, or if it's just something stupid for the sake of being stupid. I just don't get it. Rave Comic Cheered again. He said, stealing memes from detractors only takes away their weight.
Yolo the Opportunity says, the Why Am I Toxic meme is the most famous among detractors. Yeah, and it's funny because that stupid Why Am I Toxic meme, Why Am I Toxic? Has really nothing to do with what they associate it with. If, I guess the origination was I was playing Dark Souls at some point and I got the toxic status effect. So I screamed, why am I toxic? More toxic, over dramatic, drama queen toxic. Because I didn't understand how I had gotten that status effect. I hadn't seen who had inflicted it on me. And they turned that into like a me meaning that like I'm yelling about myself being toxic on streams or something. I don't know. Again, is there really a definitive explanation? Probably not. There's probably no logical explanation of any of this stuff. But apparently they really like that meme.
Livysaurus just cheered and said, if you get past the tax situation by the end of the year and your channel continues to grow, would you consider going on a weekend trip next year to Cali next year? Well, first of all, I have no plans whatsoever on going on any kind of a vacation anytime soon. Alright? No serious traveler vacations. In fact, Kat has even said, I had to travel, she traveled multiple times in the past year from, where she used to live here to come visit me. And she's like, I am so tired right now of plane travel and everything. I don't want to do any kind of traveling for a while. She just wants to be here and settle in here and enjoy living where we live, alright? If anything, what we may do is just take a quick drive into Seattle, which is only about 45 minutes away, and have, a day or two in Seattle. I want to show Kat the sights. I want to show her the Space Needle. I want to show her some of the cool museums. I want to show her Pike Place Market, maybe the aquarium, maybe the zoo. I want to show her the cool stuff that's all nearby here. The thing is, I need to actually have time away from streaming to do that, which, as you guys know, I'm here 6 days a week. I get 1 day off a week to spend with her. That's it. So, haven't really had that opportunity. In the next couple of months, if I can get into a situation, for example, this week in particular, people have been really nice, in regards to helping me out, and if maybe by the end of this week, I can sit in a position of like, okay, I'm not in a terrible position regarding taxes or nothing, at this point, maybe then I could plan a mini trip for 2-3 days into Seattle, away from streaming. It'll be good, I'll relax my voice, it'll be good for health, and, spending some time with her seeing the sights of Seattle. So, we'll see. But that would really be it. At this point, no, I have no plans whatsoever in the near future to travel anywhere significant. I don't have the money for it. I'm not in a position where I could be, not working, you know, for a week to go on, like I would love to go to California. You know, one of the things I definitely want to do eventually, go to California with Kat, spend some time in the Hollywood Walk of Fame, maybe go to Universal Studios, maybe go to Disneyland. That's the kind of cool vacation that eventually I would just like to do for a few days, and then, you know, come right back. But right now, that is not even anywhere within reasonable reach. So, there you go.
I buy a lotto ticket every year, week. Hashtag DsPositive 2018.
I just got a call from my tax attorney saying my taxes are done and ready for me to go sign and pick up. Problem is, I don't have time to do that all this week because Kat's working all week and has the car during the day. And they close before I'd be able to get over there. So I'm actually going to be going on my day off on Saturday. I'm going to be swinging by in the morning. Finally, I will have an answer on exactly what's going on in regards to what the hell's happening with these taxes. At least federal taxes. I should know, you know, by Saturday I'll have an answer. Here's what I owe. And I'll finally be like, yes, now I know what I you know, I can afford and what I can't afford. Thank God. Because I was like, when is this going to, you know, ever end? I'm just waiting, and I'm not hearing anything. I'm like, what's going on? So finally, at least on Saturday, I'll get a freaking update.
Silver-tongued talker, right? Oh, I'm just going to say it one way, and hopefully you'll believe it, even though that's not the truth. And that's literally what's happening here. The guy's a liar. The guy's a fucking blatant liar and lying to everyone. But people are believing it because they don't know any better. Burn in hell, Burnell. And now I'm going to burn in hell for the rest of eternity because of it. You can't change who you are, I guess. What pasta do you prefer? I prefer a penne. Oh! Easy to eat. Oh! Phil's a faggot. Phil's fat. Phil's a loser. Phil's a beggar. Phil's a racist. Phil's a scammer. DSP's a pedophile. DSP is a thief. DSP is a greedy fuck.
This guy's a bitch.
I have a micro penis. Alright, I'm not dead, but I swear to God I wish I fucking was.